Hi everybody and welcome back to the next episode. I've been watching my replays and the YouTube videos that I made recently, and I thought, oh, there is a lot to clean up in the Dark Age. I think that I fell behind unnecessarily a couple of times because my Dark Age was simply not as clean as it should be. And I don't necessarily mean by idle time and by the cleanliness of the build, but the cleanliness of the build. It's moreover the scouting that really lags behind, and that's probably due to me practicing a lot with the build order guides, but really neglecting the scouting. So what I want to do in this specific practice session is try to get a perfect Dark Age, or at least as close to perfect, and start with the game speed set to slow, and then slow it up just gradually until I'm at fast. And yes, I hope that I'm going to be able to make it. I'm setting myself a timer here because I want to invest maybe about an hour or so just practicing Dark Age. And yeah, follow me along. Let me know what you think I can still improve on. I think main issue is going to be scouting. So let's go. I'm going to try to explain what I do in every step here. So first of all, I'm making the two houses, then I'm selecting my scout to go over the sheep, then I'm selecting all the sheep, queuing away, put one sheep on. Wow, this is really slow. Crazy. Selecting one sheep to go back to the town center directly, and then shift king to scout with the sheep. Okay. So this feels like slow-mo. Wait, let me check if the video is recording, because this is really funny. Yes, it's recording. Nice. Okay. So if I'm not able to get a perfect Dark Age at this tempo, I don't know what. After I have 6 villagers on the first sheep, before I go to the wood line, just a mechanical note to myself. I want to be shift queuing my villagers to the next sheep. By the way, I'm going for the 20 pop scouts build. So now I shift queue those onto the next sheep, and I go to set the rally point to wood, and I continue here. I can, as they are working on the sheep, already queue up the next sheep. And I think I want to scout around my own base until I load the second boar. This is about the 5-minute mark, and that usually makes it so that I don't lose my scout to the, or I am, let's put it that way, I'm less likely to lose my scout to the enemy TC, because I would always do that if I try to lure a boar while at the same time scout around. And that way I should be able to get a good info about my own map. So I think now I have 3 on wood, so I can task the next villager to get the forward boar. And then, after this villager comes out, I want to set my rally point to the front of the berries, because this is going to be where I'm going to be walling, or at least make my house. Now I send the villager back to the TC. Yeah, this is what I sometimes don't understand with a scout. And I think now it is nicely positioned. I think what I always have to remember is that I do want to continue with the direction that my scout is moving to and not change directions in the middle of it. In the middle of my scouting pattern, because that usually messes up my scouting pattern quite a bit. I realized that when I was watching back my recorded games, and a lot of times I would find a sheep and maybe only find one of the two sheep that spawn in the patch, and then what I would do is to try to get the sheep turn around. And while turning around, I would mess up my scouting pattern. And this way I don't want to do it. So now I lured my second boar. So now I can concentrate on trying to find my enemy. Already found the 4-tile stone, that's pretty nice. 4-tile gold. So here is a hill. This TC can't be at the hill and it cannot be at the woodline. Trying to look around here. I'm shift queuing my scout around the woodline so he will not die. I'm already organizing my villagers underneath the TC and set my rally point to wood. But now I would definitely need to find my enemy anytime soon. Okay, he's not here. Let's check this woodline then. So I already sorted out my villager in Dark Age, so I can now have full control over my scout, because this should technically work. It's all shift queued. In the moment that I was queuing my scout around some of the enemy's resources. Oh, here he is. That's his berries. So I must be close to the TC. It could in fact be here. Now let me shift queue this around the stone. So I can take these villagers and have them make a lumber camp, go to this side, and 3 of them can already start chopping at this side, so that should be efficient. Okay, here is a random house. Does that mean his TC is over here with the straggler tree? It's pretty possible. And I'm going to need a barracks. And this is the front of my base, I figure, so I think I'm going to make the barracks and the house close to here. Okay, here is a lumber camp, but I still need to find out which opening my enemy is going for. Okay, this is nice. 2 on gold seems like it should be men-at-arms. Pushing deer also suits that. Now I just need to find the barracks in time to get the final confirmation, because this could also be an archer build, but it's more likely that it's a men-at-arms build. It's funny that I can't find the barracks though. And now I would need to queue these 2 to get the stable right away. Alright. So let's resign now and see if that was a good Dark Age. First of all, before I even take a look at the times, I want to see what my scouting looks like. Oh, when I resign it automatically... oh, I have to remember that for the next video. So when I resign it, automatically it reveals the whole map, and I don't want that. But I think I found my resources, and I also found out the enemy opening strategy. Well, this barracks was late, so I could not scout it in time, but that's also why I did not have to pre-war, as for now. Yeah, so this was really slow-mo, but I think it should be quite good. Yeah, nice. So that one was perfect. And now let's step it up and make it one step quicker. Casual. Here we go. Let's try the same. Byzantine's Huns. First of all, the house. Second, house. 1 sheep already back. The villagers onto the sheep. And a second sheep. Going back to the TC. Having the scout walk around. Having one of these sheep scout that way. Having another sheep scout that way. And I decided my scout now would go counterclockwise. And I try to remain counterclockwise throughout the entire Dark Age. Even though I might find, or I might have to go back to collect some sheep. But it's just, I want to make it so that my scouting around my own base is really efficient. Now I have to make a decision though, maybe to switch up turns here, because I don't want to go through this area again. Well, never mind, let's do it anyways. I just try to stick with a principle that will work. And I can already shift key this to the next sheep. And this already feels a little faster than slow. So, trying to scout around here. And I think even though I now moving through the space that is already, or through the territory that is already explored, that also makes it so that I have vision to the edge of the map that could potentially give me info about how I want to wall about how I want to go about my walls in Feudal Age. So it's probably not even too bad. And then let's get the forward boar. Haven't even found the other one. So now I find the sheep, and what's important for me now is that I use 1 sheep to clean up my messy scouting so far. And use the other one to scout backboard, so my scout could always... Oh, this is bad. So my scout could always remain in the same direction. Now there's a lot of things happening at the same time because the baller didn't work as I planned. And now I even need shift keys on my scout, which is not ideal. But now I can put this here. Now this seems to work out. I have to get into the habit of leaving the sheep just where they are, because it's not a top priority to get them to the TC right away, but rather do the other stuff. Just about 50%. I think I can get my second boar. I'm just wondering why there's only one villager working on the berries, even though I think I sent another one, but I don't actually remember. Now this has a good position. I'm gonna use this now. And let me see. I scouted this. I have my 2 boars. Now I can go forward to scout my enemy. Now I can already scout around this hill, so my boar won't, so my scout won't die. Use that time to sort out things in my base to get ready for the click up. And now I have just 1 minute of spare time where I don't have even to look back at my base, where I can maybe do some little stuff like sorting out the berries, but I don't necessarily have to fix major things, so I can concentrate on the scouting and hopefully not run into the TC. I will shift Q around somewhere where it's safe before the click up so I can force drop. Yeah, I should do that right now. Okay, this is bad. Why was that inefficient? Why could I not click up now? I shot the boar only once. It would get stuck under at the gold mine and thus not follow me correctly. So my first boar was late. The shift queue on the 2 sheep were a little bit messy, and I think I sent too many vills to go back to collect the first boar. Just tiny things like that. It's not good. I have to restart. Like, that doesn't count as I made it. Let's go again. Oh, by the way, I want to go out of this game and just restart it once again properly, because that way I get another map and I get to practice my scouting once more. Speed casual, let's go. So 2 houses, then have my first sheep go back, my second sheep go back, have these sheep go here. Now let's go into this direction. Let's not go and collect the sheep. Like, this is what I usually do, but now I decided to have my scouting clockwise, and I try to not change up this pattern throughout the Dark Age. Also try not to leave too many black spaces, as for now. Yeah, now I have this going back. This rally point set. So now I'm scouting here to the edge of the map. Now I'm going to the black space where the sheep is. Where the sheep are. Going back to see what this wood line looks like. And going back here. Alright, now going to this black space. I have 3 here, so now I can get the forward boar. Oh, this one is more forward. And shift king into the next sheep already. Now getting ready to build the house near the mill. Now getting the boar this time, hopefully a little more efficiently. And yeah, like this is not ideal that I have some black space in between. That the spore is in a very decent position. And now maybe get a couple of villagers to finish this. And then also move to boar. My rally point is on boar. Maybe I just take one off here and go to berries right now. Nah, what a misclick. That's bad. I'm going to accept a little decay on the sheep because it's only on 7 food. Once the boar is about half HP or half food on it still, I will get one villager to get the next boar. And I'm now already thinking about abandoning this next circle around my base, because once I have this boar lured, I want to be scouting my enemy. I think this is a decent position underneath my TC. I'm gonna use that and use these to finish the other boar still. Now I have enough vills in the queue. I can already get loom. And I have that done already to my berries. So berries are done. One more goes to boar. And then the next goes to wood. So that gives me little to do at home. So I have time to scout my enemy. By the way, I didn't scout if that was a 3 or 4 tile stone. So that's a little bad. So first scouting mistake already. Okay, but now I found him. Lucky for me. I take a turn around here so I can get ready for the click up, which means I still have to sort out my villages and make sure they distribute around the sheep. Now this time my food income looks a lot better. Like it was just a tiny bit cleaner, but it made a lot of a difference. Yeah, I'm going to shift kick here so I have plenty of time to do the force drop. See, and now I even have a lot of spare food. The important thing is now to have them drop off the food before I task them to build the lumber camp. Of course, technically they could drop off the food on the lumber camp, but I want to have to deselect 3 already to chop the wood on one side, because that's actually very efficient and makes it so that yeah, they would lose the food they have on them. So I need to make sure I drop this before I send them to wood. And now I still need to scout the opening strategy of my enemy. As he is not on gold, I expect no man-at-arms. That rather looks like scouts as well. Yeah, probably the placement of my barracks is a little weird because I want to be taking this gold. But that was more like a panic barracks now. But when I'm playing openly versus Spanish with scouts, maybe that should still be fine. Bam, stable is down. Nice. Let's have a look at the time in a second, but let's first of all take a look at my scouting. So I scouted my own base. In Dark Age we have 9:18, so man-at-arms would hit, let's say, around 10 minutes. So I still have, if I scout a very early aggressive strategy by my enemy, I would still have time to pre-wall a little. I could pre-wall this, I could pre-wall my... yeah, probably I would just fix this and wall towards my barracks. So, and then close this up, and then close this up. So I could potentially try to be safe from man-at-arms on this side entirely, and then I only would have to quick wall the wood. Or I could maybe even wall into the TC here as well, But yeah, these are things to be figured out when I scouted my enemy's opening. For now, I think I'm not afraid of men-at-arms. It could be a drush, but that I could still find with villagers. And yeah, so just looking at the scouting pattern, I think this is actually better than in most of the ladder games that I've played. So let's resign now so we can see the map and what my enemy is actually doing when I had full scouting vision. Yeah, the barracks is down. Is there any gold gone for the drush? No, I was suspecting scouts, and that is going to be scouts, it looks like. So yeah, fine for now. Let's see if I hit the timing correctly. Nice, 9:15, perfect. We got this. So let's move on to the regular speed and see if we can pull it off here. Extreme. Where is the speed? Casual, there. Normal. And here we go. By the way, I think I've been trying to play men-at-arms too much, and men-at-arms are simply too difficult for me to handle. So those should be going here, this should be going here. Now it turns out my scout is going clockwise, and I try to stick with that direction throughout the entire Dark Age. And that's something new I'm trying to get used to. So once my 6th villager is out, I'm going to shift Q to my next sheep. So now I'm finding these sheep, well actually it's turkeys I think, and I'm going to use them to scout backwards to where my scout was going. I haven't really scouted this woodline well. I hope, yeah, okay. Should be fine. And then I shift Q this already. I try to leave very little dark spaces. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't really care. And once I have 3 on wood, I move the next one to the ball. Alright. Once I have this done, I'm getting ready to make a house over here, and now I'm not going to change direction. I'm going through the dark space. Forgot to shift Q one sheep though. It's not too pretty. It should not be too bad. I think this is a good board position. I'm gonna take that. And I'm just gonna have to finish these. Nice. Yeah, I have this little black space, but I want to just make sure I don't miss sheep or boar or anything. I have to force drop here. And continuing to scout. I'm just getting a 2nd villager onto the berries, so the scout can't kill my villager. And now I would need to get the next boar. I'm trying to position my scout around the front of my base now. So after the boar I can continue to scout my enemy. And now I'm just moving here. No, misclick. This is horrible actually, because the boar placement is totally off. And now I only found my next sheep. So this already seems like a bit more a bit more messy Dark Age. Now I'm trying to scout my enemy. And have those 2 last villagers go to woods, and already sorted out my berry efficiency. Let's see if I can find my enemy. Here is a wood line, and I still need to shift Q those onto the sheep. So I'm going to shift queue my scout around a woodline as for now. Oh, and I found him. Here is his lumber camp. Looking at my food count, I'm curious if I can actually click up with the ball placement off. Let's see. Here should be the TC. I'm going around this way, and now... Yeah, see, that's the problem. I mean, it's just one food and I can do this, and now click up, but this is still like, it's 2 seconds of idle time. It's a horrible misclick. It's, I think the scouting overall is still decent, but I want to restart. It's I'm here to practice, and that was not what I'm trying to get done. So, let's go. Oh, by the way, have I just restarted? That's actually bad, because then I get the same map. I want to practice my scouting. Single player. Now, let's go again. Versus Saracens. So this time it could in fact be a Drush as well. Get the first sheep back. Already get those queues onto them, but then send these sheep. Oh. Well, it ended up working. But see, at the normal speed, it's already starting to be more challenging for me. I'm already starting to make misclicks and all that, and this should really not happen. Okay, let's go back to these sheep. And go here. Like, that's nice. I think that's enough of sheep scouting with my initial sheep. And I should take these now to shift queue them onto this one. Nice, that worked out fine. I unfortunately, because of the wood line, have a little bit of a black space right here. But that's just the way it is. And I'm getting this at the center of the wood line. Nice. Yeah, that wood line really messed up my scouting. So now trying to get the forward boar. There is the back boar. I could imagine this could in theory become a wall. So I'm going to try to make the house as the part of the wall when I'm going for the berries. Okay. This is so bad. This is so bad. Like, I thought I was going to lure the boar because I wanted to make the house as the part of the wall, so I had her as a hunter, and I got shocked because she was on her way to just shoot this boar and lure it already. And so I for a minute was distracted, for a second was distracted, and I shot the boar underneath the TC with my TC. Yeah. So, where's the food? It's nowhere. So how about restarting this? Bad. Really bad. This is actually something that could happen to me in a real game. Okay, Malians. I could also be drushed this time. Alright. So everything's here just as the last time. And now I try to have my scout run counterclockwise for the entire Dark Age, regardless of if he has to go back through this space I have already explored behind my TC. I'm going to get this wood line. So get the lumber camp, shift Q him onto this one, and get this sheep already. So here's the problem. Sometimes I found my sheep and thus changed the direction of my scouting, and that was always messing up my Dark Age scouting. So this is something I really try to get rid of as in habit, as for now. And now I'm getting the forward boar. This time I try not to kill it with my town center entirely. But I try to make the house here so the villager can go to the berries. This is a good ball position. And as it's such a nice spot between the wood lines, I'm going to close that up already. No, like that's not what the sheep is supposed to do. And I'm going to get a second one onto the berries already, just so that I'm safe if my enemy scout should be somewhere around, try to pick off the berry villager. Alright, I'm close to getting the second boar, so I'm positioning my scout at the front. Oh, and he has luckily already found the secondary gold of my enemy. Okay, that's a good boar position. My 4 sheep here. Going to still use this one up. And now, yes, nice, I found my enemy already. So here's a lumber camp, here's a secondary gold, here is a hill I can scout around when I need to fix things in my eco, which I think I should do. First of all, get the berry efficiency, then, no, this one too early. Now get this, and now shift Q those onto the sheep. To separate ones, get those here, so that's fine. Oh, my scout could have gotten walled in at that moment, would have been a possibility. Oh, and yeah, I set the rally point to wood already, so that's good. Let's see what my enemy is up for. I expect men-at-arms as he's Malians, but let's confirm that with the scouting. Okay, doesn't even look like a Drush or a man-at-arms, so could be standard scouts for the Malian player. I expect his TC to be underneath here. Nice, I could click up. That was actually pretty close though. Oh yes, this build order is wrong. I have too many on berries. That's the reason for it being so close. 5, yeah, go here. Have these 5 drop this off. And then get the lumber camp, and 3 of them going to the other side of the lumber camp. And let's get a forward barracks. And have 2 villagers here, just in case he wants to attack me. So as for now, I assume it's scouts. Yeah, that could be the barracks for the... Oh, he's now mining gold. It could be a Drush or a man-at-arms rush, but it would be late then, would it? Just gonna keep my scout around here. Alright, and I could now drop my stable right away. Nice. Let's first of all take a look at my scouting. So I scouted my complete base, so I know how to wall. I know this is the wall off. This is the wall off either to the wood line, though it's not really necessary. I think I'm just gonna rather use these 2 wood lines. As for now, I have a 3 spare wood lines, so I think my wall off would be this to the edge of the map. this in front of the gold with my military buildings. I just placed the stable here, but I think in a real game I would actually have these two villagers shift queued after this, going to here, placing the stable right here. And then I think not including this wood line, but just going towards the TC, going over to this wood line. I think building the lumber camp here was actually a mistake. I should have rather built the lumber camp here, so I could wall this. So this should have been the wall. Yeah. Let's see. What's the timing on this? Yeah, he is going man-at-arms, but I have plenty of time to react, because that was not a fast man-at-arms build. He will not even be at my base at 10 minutes. He would be at my base at maybe 11 minutes or something, so it's all good. And nice, we hit a perfect timing. That's really good. So let's step it up one more time and do it at fast speed, because that's imitating the kind of pressure that I'm feeling when I'm really on the ladder. Extreme game speed fast. And let's see if I can also pull it off here. Alright, first of all house, then house. Have my scout going through the sheep, have one sheep go back to my TC, have my villagers on here. Now get these sheep and queue them away, and get one underneath my town center. It just happens so that my scout is going counterclockwise, so I try to remain in that direction throughout the complete Dark Age. And I'm not heading for these sheep now. I'm just going to collect them when my scout is there anyways. Because top priority for my Dark Age scouting is now, I want to get used to this, that my scout is sticking to his direction. Center of the woodline. See, now I'm here with my scout anyways, have to pass through this explored area anyways. I'm picking up the sheep on the way. Okay, and I can use them now to clean up what I forgot here. Now I'm trying to get the forward boar. That one looks more forward to me. Sending my rally points to get a house in front of the... Now I'm getting this one. I got ahead of myself here. That's a nice place to have the boar. Just getting one here to explore this. And as this boar is pretty far, I think I'm going to get it right now, even though I have more than 50% food on my... now I try to already make my scout turn around. So after I get this boar underneath my TC, I can start to scout my enemy. I had my villager running back to the TC to drop off the berries, so that was very inefficient. Don't like that at all, but it just happened to me. I selected too many villagers to collect from the old boar. That was also a mistake. Now comes Loom. Now I found my enemy, that is good. I need to fix my eco at home though. So that's why I shift queued my scout to go around the woodline, because there he was safe. Now I can go back to my scout, now that I fixed my eco, and try to scout my enemy properly. So here is his town center. Here is his mill. Going that way for now. Okay. I think I had two major inefficiencies. One was the berry villager. Second was the villager that was supposed to get the boar, but he went this, she went this way, he went whatever. Like, that's bad. With the scouting, I'm not too disappointed for now, but I have to retry this. I didn't make it. Let's go. Alright, house. Collecting the sheep, getting one sheep underneath my town center, shift queuing those on two, getting my secondary sheep here. Now starting this off. Now getting this done, and now, yeah, maybe getting this done with the other sheep. And once I have 6 on my first sheep, I'm going to shift queue the vilts onto the next one. Now, here we go. And now sending my rally point to wood. Let's maybe take this no, let's take this wood line. That's a good one. And now I stick with my direction. Go through this area anyways. I don't want to make this mistake again. In the past, I used to switch up my scouts now, switch up my scout direction to go this way. And it just made it so that I, in the end, see less of my map. I don't know why, to be honest. But, yeah. I want to stick to the principle regardless. Get the forward ball. Nice. Send this one to berries. And get this one back here. Oh, I forgot a shift queue here. That's bad. I'm thinking about that. I forgot a shift queue, but I actually lost a will to the ball right now. Okay, let's restart. House.
Presto, Pabulo.
So now it just happens that my scout is going anti-clockwise, counterclockwise again.
Salve, Pabulo.
Why is my scout moving where I told him to go? Yeah, getting this back wood line cannot be bad. I think I've heard Hera talk about that it might be better to take the front wood line in case you get pushed off it, but you know, I think for my Dark Age that does barely matter. Now, I don't want to forget this shift queue again. And let's go and scout around. Nice. I want to get the front ball now, which I don't see yet, so I'm gonna get this one. And now I need to make sure I don't lose this. I leave the sheep where they are. See, I forgot another shift queue. But that was not too bad. But the ball positioning is okay-ish, I think. When things get so quick, I tend to have too little APM to handle all this. Yeah, and this is not too nice, having one sheep not finished like that. I'm going to get the second rhino. Oh, what's this? Wait. That was the wrong hotkey. That was the hotkey for the Windows emblem switching my windows. Actually went back to my YouTube channel there for a tiny bit, I think. I should probably lock this. Okay, but now I'll misclick for the gather point. This is getting too fast for me to handle, to be honest. Getting to full HP villagers to get this.
Presto. Salve.
Alright, I'm now going to here. Yeah, see, like at this speed I can impossibly concentrate on scouting and this anymore. Like here's the Eagle Scout. I'm just going to scout around this hill
Impero.
so I can split my villager between the sheep. All these things figured out. Trying to scout this wood line now. Yeah, now I can click up. That's nice. But that was probably because I had rhinos instead of boars. I'm still finding my enemy now. But I need to go to the wood line ASAP. Get these 4 villagers to this wood line, why not? And get these 2 already working here and get a 3rd one already working there. Then I need a house and a barracks. I should maybe get the house here and the barracks here. He has a barracks. He has not he has the drush out already. Oh, he's Aztecs, he starts with more gold. So I could maybe wall this up already. Because this is where he's about to hit. And get the stable here, so that's also safe. And maybe get one house here, so now he would have to go all that way around. Nice. So much for now. Let's first of all take a look at the scouting. I think my base, I've scouted that pretty well. This little bit of black is unfortunate, so I cannot make the wall instantly, but I think I know already that it's good eventually to get the wall down here, to get the wall to this side, and this should be what I'm starting with. And then I might take this gold, so I don't necessarily need to wall this gold in. I can close this. I can go to the TC right here. Yeah, just that kind of wall should do for me. And I take the back gold, then I make this one my back gold. I could also make this one my back gold, but look at the wall that I would have to make over here to get the gold included. That's probably too much. So that's for now. Let's see what timing we hit. I think the scouting of my enemy's base was also okay-ish, because I at least figured out a strategy in time. But yeah, I was a little late on the scouting on fast mode, so that's where my APM is limited at the moment. 9:16. 1 second. Where did I lose this one? Let's try it once more. Let's try it one more time. Here we go. Alright. Getting the sheep underneath the town center. Let's get this here. Let's get this here. And let's get those. It happens so that my scout is running clockwise this time. And I try to stick with that direction throughout the Dark Age. Alright, shift it to the next sheep. Haven't really scouted a wood line. That's bad. So I hope that this is going to be a good lumber camp position, but I can never really know for sure. That's a little bit in the dark. scouting around through the black area here. I'm taking the front wall as the first one.
Impero. Fabulo.
Okay, so this should be closed as my scout cannot pass. So I know already. Okay, what is this? This is not good.
Presto. Fondo. Fabulo.
At least I could save this villager. I think he got confused. I shift queued him through the TC. And somehow he would retask to shooting the boar.
Ain. Correctus. Fondo. Fabulo. Fabulo.
When he could not pass.
Ain. Ain. Venatus.
Alright. Now I'm already positioning my boar at the front of my base so I can continue to scout my enemy afterwards. But I think I'm still missing 2 sheep.
Correctus. Sane. Venatus.
Like this. What is this will doing? Okay, I have to restart because I would not be going back to scout my sheep. I think they would either have to be here or here. Not the cleanest scouting. I think they would be here on top though. It's my assumption. Yeah, see, there they are. It's pretty unfortunate I didn't find either of these, because I think the black square, or the black part of the map was only going over these 2 tiles, so it was exactly covering them. But my scouting was not too clean, and I should work on that. Let's go back. Nice. Getting 1 house, getting the second house. Getting 1 sheep onto the TC, getting these queued to the sheep, getting the next sheep. Now it just happens my scout is running plotwise. I try to stick with that throughout the Dark Age. Nice. Try to leave very little black space now. Probably I can even scout a wood line before I have to make a lumber camp. That would be nice. Like this one. Shift keying these over, trying to get to the wood line. In the center of the wood line. Lumber camp in the center of the wood line, going here, cleaning up the black bits and shift keying my scouts. Alright, this is looking fine so far. Now I'm trying to get the forward boar, which is this one.
Salve. Fabulo.
Now I'm sending my villager to the house, to making a house. Like, this is pretty unfortunate, I forgot this sheep.
Presto. Condo. Fabulo.
Now I will have to go back and collect it. And that's slowing down my scouting massively. Yeah, I don't know about this boar pie thing, it was a little weird. So that's bad about the... That's bad about my scouting right now.
Correctus. Sane.
Um,
Condo. Fabulo. Ain. Condo. Fabulo.
I need to get the second boar right now. Nah. Idle time underneath the TC because I didn't force drop in time. It's pretty heavy if it's just 0.3 points faster. But I'm really lacking the APM to pull these things off. At least I think my initial scouting was a little bit better this time. And here we go once again. House, house, house. Getting all this, putting one sheep back here. Shift Q them onto it. Getting the second sheep here, getting those out there. Nice. First of all, getting those scouting that direction, getting those scouting this direction. And I already found these sheep, they can go here, and they can go here. Nice. Now it just happens that my scout walks counterclockwise, and I try to stick with that direction throughout the whole Dark Age. Oh, that's a very close map, I can already see that. It should be very easy to wall.
Impero. Condo. Caedo.
Ah, see this idle time. Too bad, that's the second idle time that I get on my Dark Age, and it's not nice. Oh, but what I can realize, or what I do realize already, is with this scouting pattern, I mean, I was very fortunate to also find the first sheep, and the first secondary sheep pretty fast, even before I tasked my first, my primary sheep to scout a little. That was funny, but I can already see that there is an improvement in the scouting and in the assessment of the map already, so that I can actually draw conclusions from the scouting that I see. So I see that I have a very nice and easy wall of right here, right there, berries inside, this gold, I can take it. I mean, a tower could potentially deny that, but that's even a map that a fast castle would work on, because I have such a nice wall off. Yeah, just thinking about these things, actually, that's interesting. It's not, I'm not saying that I want to play a fast castle on Arabia ever, but it's just that I think before I started to practice scouting, I would never assess my map that early. Okay.
Presto. Condo. Condo.
Getting the sheep, getting one underneath my town center, getting my villager queued on there, getting the second back to my town center. Scouting around here, and scouting around here. Trying to get rid of this black spot right away. Make it nice and clean. So once I have 6, I shift queue this to here, and I go to my first wood line, which I haven't scouted, which is bad. Gonna take this one. No, that one actually looks so horrible. I'm just assuming that this one must be better, because the other one is just such a catastrophe. Yeah, see, this one is better. I would not necessarily call it a good line though, either. Okay. And let's queue this and get the forward boar now. Set the rally point to get the house very soon. Now I need that sheep. Hop inside, queue this out.
Presto. Condo. Fabulo.
Yes, and I wanna
Ein.
do this force drop ASAP, because that's where I got my second of idle time the last time.
Fabulo. Salve. Condo. Fabulo.
And now I have time to do sheep scouting and collect these sheep that I found earlier. Oh. That was like a panic move to avoid the idle time.
Salve.
If it would not have been for the fast speed, yeah, okay, let's see, like, this is already bad. I have to take a sheep now in between with my boar villages. So this will probably not gonna make for a clean Dark Age anymore.
Ein. Sane. Salve. Correctus. Sane. Correctus. Ein. Correctus. Ein. Sane. Ein.
Presto, fabulo. Nein,
Yeah, and why is one villager now killing sheep? Why? Now I have all the sheep rotting. What is this?
impero,
I'm not even going to berries right now.
presto, fabulo.
Salve. Venatus. Fabulo.
Salve, venatus, fabulo.
Impero.
Impero,
Like, I have to improvise a tiny bit here now. I wish I had... oh, okay, there's the barracks. That's interesting. Let's try to scout around here, and let's get 5 villagers
fabulo. Ein,
to drop this off, and yeah, get this terrible wood line.
condo, caedo.
And 3 of them already go to this side. Here is the TC. This, as of the timing of the barracks, would rather be a Drosh or a Man-at-Arms opening, so I should start a pre-war already and get the barracks in the safety
Condo. Condo. Fabulo.
Ein, condo, fabulo.
of my TC. Where is the first spot where he's likely to attack? It's going to be
Condo. Caedo.
this side.
Condo, caedo.
Where is the second spot where he's likely to attack me? It's going to be
Salve.
the berries. Can I wall this off? Possibly.
Condo.
Oh, I don't know, but let's get the stable first.
Ein, condo, fabulo. Ein, fabulo.
Alright. So a little bit of an improvisation in this Dark Age, because my villagers seemed to stick to the sheep. I think the reason for that is I tasked them to get 1 sheep in between. And I think I set my rally point to the sheep in that curse as well, in that course as well. So that's just natural. And I think just during the baller, 1 villager came out to take a sheep. I garrisoned, I queued them to boar, and just in that very moment he was trying to get 1 sheep in, and he took the sheep, but there was already a sheep that was at the moment being taken, but he opted for a new one. Oh man, what a massacre. And then I decided not to go to berries, but to rather get the sheep eaten first, just so I would minimize the decay a little bit. But yeah, that's still not pretty. The scouting, yeah, okay, now I see that it's Man-at-Arms confirmed, but just by the barracks timing I knew what to do, so at least I had some information. And to be honest, playing a game on that speed is a strain on my APM. What? Where did this second come from? I have to do it once again. And I was actually pretty content with that. Let's go. Man-at-Arms incoming for sure.
Ein. Condo.
Salve, condo.
Okay, I can already restart. I confused my second villager with the scout.
Salve.
Huh? Wrong hotkey? What's this? Okay. Let's start once again.
Presto. Condo.
Presto, condo,
Impero. Fabulo.
impero, fabulo.
Okay, now I have my scout going counterclockwise for this Dark Age. And I'm not collecting these sheep. I'm just going to collect them when my scout is there. I have to prioritize the main route of my scout and the build order stuff. Okay, 6 sheep are coming out, so this is going to happen here. And the first wood line I will take as this one, because it looks nice and clean and should be efficient.
Salve.
Going to shift Q this already.
Condo.
It's just a little bit of a pain. It's up the hill. Now I'm going to get these sheep. Going to clean up this scouting right here. Continue that way. Now I'm going to get the forward boar.
Impero.
Shift Q this to the next sheep.
Presto.
And now trying to
Impero.
make the house at the berry bushes.
Presto. Quando.
Salve. Ein. Corretto. Sane.
Ein. Pabulo.
Not too good of a ball placement.
Impero. Venato.
Maybe if I... No, I have to force drop all of these, so some of them have to walk, which is a bit of a pain. But that's just the way it is.
Condo. Presto. Condo. Pabulo.
And I need to get the second ball
Ein. Venato. Venatus.
now, so that will be in time. Now I have to switch directions with my scout when I'm going for the second ball. Like, this is a good timing, I should remember for my next games. Because when I'm just about to lower the second ball, I need to make sure my scout is moving towards the front of my base.
Ein.
Like, that's a better ball placement right now. So now I can go ahead and start to scout my enemy.
Ein.
And
Impero. Venatus. Pabulo. Pabulo.
Presto. Pabulo. Impero.
Salve.
I will already do this now. And send one more to berries right here. Already queue this. Now I'm scouting my enemy. Oh, but before I do that, I go around this. Oh, I already found him. That's nice. I go around this hill. Because I need to distribute them
Ein. Venato.
between separate sheep. So this will be cleaner. And now let's go. Stone, he's not taking stone, alright. Just in a second I will... Oh, I don't even have to force drop because I was taking rhinos and I have more food on them. So that's pretty good for me.
Presto.
Like, those four are full HP, they can go here.
Aedo.
2 of them can already go there, and... Oh, no, this one is
Pabulo.
pretty weak. Not going to take this. And... yeah, I don't have scouting information about what my enemy is doing at this point. I just know that it's no tower rush. Okay, gold. Looks like men-at-arms. So I'm going to make the barracks and the safety
Condo. Pabulo. Impero. Condo.
of my TC. And I'm going to pre-wall my initial resources.
Salve.
But this is a pain to pre-wall.
Condo. 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 Pabulo.
Salve. Condo. Pabulo.
And now I'm just getting the stable down.
Condo. Pabulo.
Okay. I'm happy with the scouting, except for that I didn't find the barracks, but I assume it's there because he's on gold. Let's see. And it should either be men-at-arms or Adrash. But as he's Japanese, I'm pretty sure it's going to be men-at-arms. Yes, okay, it was probably a bit of a tough job to scout that barracks because it was so close to the TC, but that gave me enough information to already wall this. Next thing would be pre-walling this, then pre-walling this, getting this out, and now let me see if I hit the timing. Even 2 seconds of idle time? Where did they come from? Let's go again.
Ein. Condo.
Presto. Condo.
Okay, I'm getting this now.
Salve. Pabulo.
Salve.
Getting this now, getting this now. Second is getting back. This scout is going here. Nice. Yeah, okay. Now I'm improvising a little because I'm finding these sheep. But I think that should be good still. Now I'm trying to stick with the counterclockwise direction of my scout. And I need to take a wood line. Well, this one is not pretty, but I'm gonna use it anyways.
Impero. Condo, caedo.
Presto. Pabulo. Impero. Pabulo. Presto. Ein. Condo.
Where is this villager going, by the way? No idea. Scouting around here. What is this sheep doing? Crazy stuff that things are doing at the moment. I need the front boar, which is this one.
Correcto. Sane. Venatus.
Already I lost a couple of seconds. Okay, at least my villagers were smart enough to only take one sheep
Salve. Impero.
for now.
Ein. Correctus. Salve.
This is really too fast for me. And it's only 0.3 more speed. I feel like I have to play
Ein. Venatus.
extremely fast to make things work here.
Condo. Presto. Pabulo. Salve. Venatus. Impero.
There's the second ball. Yeah, and now I need to switch up my direction because I do want to scout my enemy in time.
Ein. Salve.
Three are here.
Correctus. Ein.
That's nice. Okay, let's go forward now.
Correctus. Ein. Correctus.
Once again, this pathing is just killing me.
Salve. Venatus.
And set the rally point to berries for now. I have enough villagers in the queue, so I can already queue loom.
Impero. Correctus. Venatus.
And let's put these sheep back into the safety of my town center. Now let's get those here.
Ein. Correctus. Venatus. Pabulo.
And let's already retask them to this sheep.
Impero. Salve. Impero.
And then let's take these after they did it and go here. Oh, that was actually pretty close. Stop right in front of it. Okay, but just for my excuse, this is a little bit more difficult as it's just faster than I'm used to play.
Salve. Caedo.
Ein.
Okay, why could I not click up here? I think I had one villager standing around because of the ball placement. She was not collecting. I mean, now I could drop off from the berries and it would be something like 2 to 3, maybe 4 or 5 seconds idle time, which would be still acceptable, but I want to practice this. Getting the ball placement right here next to the foundation of the town center is bad because I can't fit 10 villagers around it then. Oh man, how long is it gonna take me to get the Dark Age right? Let's go.
Salve. Impero. Condo.
Houses. One sheep back to the TC.
Ein. Pabulo.
Second sheep back to the TC. Now I'm going counter. Now I'm going clockwise. Try to stick with this throughout the Dark Age. Yeah, now I have 6. Now I shift Q onto the next, and I'm going to get this wood line because it doesn't have a pond in it, which I prefer. Now I'm going to, yeah, I'm sticking with this wood line.
Sane. Condo. Caedo.
I'm walling my villager in at the wood line, which is also something
Salve. Pabulo.
pretty efficient.
Ein Fabulo.
I think now I'm having 3 vills here, so I can take the forward boar.
Salve. Pero. Ein. Sane. Presto. Correctus. Ein. Venatus. Prest. Fabulo.
What? Misclick.
Venatus.
Ah. For me, it's the hotkey F to ungarrison my TC, and I think I hit some key right next to it on the keyboard. Starting to get a little bit frustrating here, because I just can't seem to pull off a good Dark Age on this speed. But let's give it one more try.
Pero. Condo.
Pero. Condo.
Salve. Fabulo.
Okay.
Pero. Fabulo.
Now I have this. Now I think this wood line is not looking too bad. Like that one actually looks better, even though it's a little further away. But eventually I would have to take it anyways.
Condo. Cael.
And I'm glad I didn't take this weird wood line.
Prest. Fabulo.
So once the next villager comes out, I'm starting to go to my forward boar, which I haven't found yet. This is a little bit bad. Yeah, okay. There it is.
Presto. Impero. Ein. Ein. Correctus. Salve. Fabulo. Fabulo.
Ein. Condo.
Salve. Ein. Sane.
No, that's a good... No, it's not too good of a position. Let's see if it's lying next to the foundation.
Presto.
Or if that's still okay.
Condo. Fabulo.
Ein. Venatus. Impero. Venatus.
That's already not looking too good. I have to force drop twice.
Pero. Venatus. Correct. Sane. Venatus.
Getting my scout ready at the front of my base to scout my enemy.
Salve. Ein. Correct. Sane.
Just after the lure is done.
Correct. Ein. Correct. Ein. Correct. Sane.
Yes, that's a nice ball position. No! Misclick.
Venatus. Venatus.
Same misclick again, like this time not as bad. 3 tile gold, so my enemy should rather be on the other side. 4 on wood is also pretty bad.
Presto. Venatus. Venatus.
So now I'm sending all the rest of the villagers to food, and I hope that I'll be able to click up. It's going to be very close.
Impero. Fabulo. Salve. Venatus. Fabulo.
No, it's not going to be possible. I don't know. I don't really have the feeling that I'm making improvements here, but it's rather getting worse because of my concentration, maybe. So if the next one is keeps getting worse, I think I'm going have to stop with a very frustrating result, which is I can't get it done. And I think I'm not going to try to do this perfect Dark Age versus Lithuanians, because they're going to drush me so early. Britons is fine. That for the sake of this practice session, it's not going to be helpful to be drushed even before I'm finishing what I want to practice. So now I'm using my first sheep, my primary sheep, to scout around a little and scout around here. Okay, here are some sheep. I'm going to take these, but I'm trying not to abandon my roots totally. And try to go to this woodline then. There it is. Like, that was very inefficient because my scout had to go back a lot. Rally point is wrong. Rally point is fixed now. So stressful on this tempo. It's just such a fast pace to play at. Now I'm trying to get the forward bore, which I haven't scouted. Oh yeah, this is kind of the forward bore. Now I'm making the house next to the berries. And this one is going to go here just in a second. Nice. Moving up to the front. Like, for this time the scouting looks a lot better. I found basically everything I want to find. Putting my second villager onto berries for now. I'm just waiting a tiny bit more. Now I get the boar. And I position my scout already at the front of my base, so I can go ahead and scout my... This is bad. Why would they stop after the force drop? It must have been another misclick. I have to be more precise with my clicks. Okay, now I'm trying to scout my enemy and sort out the rest of my Dark Age, which is basically the villagers queue. That's fine for now. Then getting 1-2 berries here. Getting this done. Scouting around here. Here's some hills. It's very unlikely his TC is here. Oh, his lumber camp is already there. That's nice. I assume his TC is here. I could check how many he has on wood, but I'm more prioritizing to find his gold at this spot. And now I'm already trying to get this sorted out. No mining camp, now mining camp, which could either mean straight archers or man-at-arms. Oh, they are man-at-arms already. But what direction are they going to? That's actually pretty bad. Okay, going here now. I now need to make up a new lumber camp. Let's not get the front one because I won't have the time to wall this off. And then let's take the front lumber camp and make some pre-walls already. Okay, scout has been killed by the drush. Why can't she go inside? I need to make the barracks now, rush it up. Yeah, okay, like this is a little bit of a drush adaptation, but Even though I can't make the stable just right now in this very moment. But I think for the Drush adaptation, as the cost of the scouting, like, this is okay. First of all, let's take a look at my scouting. My own base seems fine. I know the wall off. I should wall this side. I should wall this. And then I should maybe consider walling these wood lines in. But I can't get that done immediately, so I will need to rely on these resource walls for a tiny bit, and then extend after I have established some military on the field. As for me finding the Drush or the Men-at-Arms rush even, or Drush into archers, at least I found everything I needed to find. So I'm okay with the scouting for this. Let's see if he has at least lost a little bit of the HP on the militia. Yeah, that's nice. So when he was fighting my scout on stand ground, I think, yeah, he was fighting with the lion. He lost a little bit of HP, so I can more easily take the fight against that. That's also something good. And now let's take a look at the time. 16? You know, I have the feeling that it's probably impossible to get 9:15 on fast speed, because it's in the loading screen that it's already counting the second. I was so close. Now I was really cautious to press that really fast. First misclick already when I was not hitting the sheep properly. So now it just seems that my scout is going clockwise. Let's go. Yeah, that was like a tiny bit unnecessary, but it's fine.
Ein fabulo.
Yeah, that wood line is a little better, I think. Huh? This could be a nice wood line, but okay, this is going to be my second wood line for sure.
Salve, fabulo.
Impero. Condo. Caedo.
This one is also not too bad. Now I got the right tree.
Presto, fabulo.
And
Caedo. Salve. Caedo.
now I need to get my forward bore. Oh, this is the only one. Oh, this is actually the forwardish bore. No, not really. But both of these are pretty difficult to lame, so I think it's fine. But I might have taken... I should probably have taken the other one.
Pero, same, ein, correct, ein, correct, ein.
Okay, misclick.
Ein, correct, fabulo.
I hope I could compensate for that.
Salve.
This misclick happens to me a lot now, but it's only happening to me on fast speed. I'm trying to play too fast. I don't. Yeah, and there goes my second idle TC already. There's just that 1 second of idle TC time that I will always get. Damn it, let's get once again.
Pero, condo.
Impero.
Presto, condo.
Ein. Fabulo.
Salve, fabulo.
So, my scout is going counterclockwise, and I will try to stick with that throughout the entire Dark Age. Now 6 on sheep here, now this one goes here. And now I take this wood line because this one looks really nice.
Correctus. Condo. Caedo.
Fabulo. Impero.
Can already shift cue them onto this sheep. I think I try to get into the habit of only selecting my the secondary sheep that I find to go back to the TC after I found both of them and walk away already with my scout. That makes it so that I don't unnecessarily 1 second of idle TC already. I was talking. I have to concentrate on this. Otherwise I can't get it done. And I was so happy with that so far. But that was definitely the second of idle time. Okay, now full concentration mode.
Ein. Condo.
Salve, condo.
Salve. Fabulo.
Presto, fabulo.
I just built the house literally one tile too far from my TC. So it wouldn't finish in time, and they had to wait for some sheep to walk off first.
Impero. Condo. Presto. Fabulo.
Ein, fabulo.
That's so unfortunate.
Ein. Fabulo.
Okay, I've been talking through all the things that are going on so much already. I think now I can really concentrate on just executing this properly. Just for once, please.
Presto. Salventus.
Presto, fabulo.
Salve. Condo. Caedo.
Salve, caedo. Ein, fabulo.
I think now I can go to the forward ball already.
Salve. Impero. Ein, san, corretto. Ein, sane, correctus. Ein, corretto.
Nice villager block off here.
Presto, fabulo.
No misclick in the baller.
Condo, fabulo.
Finally. And I have a villager queued also. What's going on, man?
Ein, venato.
Really happy with this for now.
Presto, sane.
I just need to get the
Con fabulo, impero. Condo,
food, and everything is looking good so far.
imperatus, correcto. Ein, venatus.
Getting the second ball and positioning my scout in a way that I can start to scout my enemy.
Sane, fabulo. Ein, venato, presto, correctus. Sane, ein. Impero. Correctus, sane, correctus. Ein, venato, salve, venatus.
No misclick here as well. That's now looking decently. I'm 3 tile stone, so my enemy is not going to be on this side. But on the other side, going to go to berries now. Nah! But it's fine. But there was no indication of the TC being there.
Venatus. Fabulo.
Ein, fabulo. Salve, fabulo.
Presto. Venatus. Fabulo.
Ein, correctus. Caedo.
So Drush again, I think, as there's no... Yeah, that must be a Drush, as there is no
Sane, caedo.
gold mining camp. So first of all, click up. and then care about the rest,
Impero.
which is
Ein. Sane. Correctus.
getting
Caedo. Caedo.
one lumber camp here.
Caedo.
Probably just rescouting this area, and then I think the angle of attack is going to be this.
Condo. Caedo. Impero. Condo. Caedo. Salve. Condo.
Now I need to get the
Condo.
barracks down.
Presto.
Probably going to get it in the safety
Condo. Fabulo. Fabulo.
of my TC.
Salve.
Yeah, and maybe send a second one to build it.
Presto. Condo.
And then let's get this.
Condo. Fabulo.
Pero fabulo. Condo. Fabulo.
I won't have the wood now to make a stable, for sure, because I pre-walled this. I'm just going to have to wait a tiny bit until I have the wood collected. And now I can make this stable.
Condo. Fabulo.
Nice! So, first of all, let's evaluate the scouting. As for my own base, I know that I eventually want to close this up with my main gold and my military buildings. I would have done that, wouldn't it have been for the drush, but as there was a drush in the field, I could not do it that way. I would have to improvise later, like a little bit, but it should still work. Then I'm closing this, and eventually this, I think. So I think the scouting of my own base is just fine. And I think I scouted the drush early. Yeah, like 10 gold collected as well. So that was just because of the barracks timing, but it was nice. I saw that. Let's take a look at the timing, please. There we go. Finally. Nice. We made it. It took way longer than I was hoping for. Well, but at least it worked out. So that was my Dark Age practice session, and see you for the next session. Cheers!